we live in a whole new world. The world today is so different than it was 3 years ago. You know, the social media, all of that is so entirely different. Last year was all about, you know, the history and what the brand is, because it's very important to remember who you are, right? And so I think I did this last year, and now is like, okay, how do we deal with the new generation? How do we, you know, how is the product, the base of it is there, but it changes, and the delivery is so different.
But the product is you, and you are the brand. Why do you need a brand ambassador, a 20-something girl?
Because I am an old woman, you know. I am the founder. My name is there. The story is there. I could be the grand, wise oracle behind it. But there's but you can't be delusional. And also, there's different, you know, there's the 35-year-old woman, there's the 45-year-old woman, there's the 20-year-old woman. And what is the brand? Our brand, it's all about solution-driven, you know. So anyway, this year, that's what I'm focusing on.
So now that you created the show and you have a brand ambassador, are you tapping into a demographic that you didn't have before?
Well, definitely the show opened a whole new generation of really, really young girls, And it's very funny. It's very funny because you should always have the daughters come back to the brand with their mother, you know? And I'm old enough that I've seen many generations, because I was really young when I started. And at the end, I realized that every, you know, few decades or whatever, it's the daughters that are supposed to bring back their mother. So it's... Anyway, right now, that's what I'm working on, my blueprint for that.
What was your experience doing the show? Because until the show, everything you put out there is so carefully curated. And when you do a show like that, you are just putting it out there.
Well, nothing was curated, is the truth. And it was the only way I was going to do the show is if everything was real and everything was true. And that's what it is.
Everyone loved it. Are you going to do it again?
I probably will do it again.
Really?
I don't know. We'll see. We're talking about it now.
In order to be very relevant in the fashion world, do you have to, at this point, be a celebrity, a personality, a lifestyle? DVF isn't about the clothes at all anymore. It's so much more.
But you know, it's funny. I was doing social media before there was social media. In a weird way, when I was 25, I was doing personal appearance. I had become a celebrity because I was this young European princess with a bunch of inexpensive dresses, you know, and nobody could figure out. So it's not like for me that has changed, you know. And it's not true. In some cases, the brand is the brand, and it's very, you know, Montclair is a great brand, and it doesn't have a person. So I think every brand is different.
How do you balance the creative and the business side? I mean, you want to create so much in this brand, but at the end of the day, it's all about the bottom line. And consumers today want cheaper and cheaper product.
Well, I don't know that they want cheaper and cheaper. I think they want... First of all, I always was as inexpensive as possible with great quality and great design. Always. That's always been my niche. And I never will change for that. But my product is indestructible. As a matter of fact, you could find on eBay 30-year-old dresses for the price of what you buy one now. So, and talking about creativity and business, I think you have to be creative in business. And as long as you stay focused to what the consumer is, and that's why I need those youth. That's why I need it, because I think strangely enough, I know much more than people would think I do, or that even but it's important to have the pulse.
When you look at the retail landscape or what's happening in fashion, and even if it's not happening to DVF, there is somewhat of a race to the bottom in terms of consumers wanting discounting and markdowns. Do you think this is terrible for fashion?
Yeah, well, it's terrible, but you know, it's not just for fashion. It's just that there is so much of everything all the time. You can't, you know, you have to deliver a great product. One of my resolution for the year is do less, and do better.